Hey everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Ash and I'm here with a review for Makis Adventure on PC. Now this was developed and published by Zoroarts, who are a one-man indie dev team, and they were kind enough to send me a copy for this review, so huge thank you to them for that. Now, before I get into this game has a demo on Steam, so don't just take my word that this game is awesome. You can also go and try it for yourself right now. Now, this is a action platformer game, and I absolutely love it. So you play as Maki. He's like a demon-y looking character who has a special ability that allows him to turn into a shark when he enters water. And I love playing as the shark. It has some really awesome like momentum-based gameplay. Like, do you know when you see like dolphins jump out of the water with speed? I just love doing that in this game. You can fight in the water as well, and when you're out of the water you can also obviously do normal platforming and combat and stuff like that. Now this game is set over a variety of different islands, and they're all joined by this really nice looking 3D hub world. Now the game itself is actually sort of 2D, sort of side scrolling, like action platformer meets Metroidvania in the way some of the levels are laid out. But the 3D world from the hub is really awesome. It's just a nice little change of pace when you're playing it. Now, all of these different environments all look unique. So you start off in like this dungeon. There's also like a sort of foresty area. There's like lava-filled levels and stuff like that. There's a whole host of different enemies, as well as mini-bosses and like a big end boss to deal with. I love the bosses in this game. They are very sort of old school platformer, where they've all got like attack patterns. You're sort of avoiding their attacks, waiting for the right moments, then you'll be able to attack them. And it's something I've loved ever since sort of playing like Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I just love that style of like old school boss fights. One other thing I like about this game is it also has a like kart section where you're driving this like skull head on wheels. While you can jump out of it to avoid traps and stuff, it did give me massive like Donkey Kong Country vibes, which is never a bad thing. That's one of my favourite platformers of all time. Now, in terms of the sort of genre, I did mention it's a bit like a Metroidvania. It's not like full-on Metroidvania, but there's lots of secret areas to find and sort of rewards to uncover by exploring like off the beaten track, which is really cool. And there's loads of quirky characters to meet, lots of NPCs you can interact with, to do sort of like side quests for them as well. Like in the first area, you have to go up this lift to escape this dungeon, but to get up each floor you need another key, and the only way to get keys is to sort of like complete mini quests, side quests for a variety of characters. And I thought that was really unique and different. Instead of it just being like just general platforming with combat and stuff like that, there's other things to do and like inventories and stuff like that, which is awesome. One thing I really like about this game is it also features a whole host of mini games that really break up the sort of platforming aspects of the game. So you've got like fishing, you've got darts, billiards, stuff like that. Silly little things that don't really matter too much, but they really sort of give you a respite from the platforming and the sort of fighting and stuff like that found in the rest of the game. I really enjoyed them. I thought it was fun. It really sort of spread out the way the game plays without getting too samey. And it was always interesting when you found a new minigame to play. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. So always fun. Make sure you sort of explore around and check out everything, because you don't want to miss some of these minigames. Now, the game is super smooth. I played this with a controller and it played fantastically. It has full controller support and Steam achievements on Steam at the moment, which is great. It's very, very polished. The soundtrack is great. The art style, animations, everything looks and feels fantastic. Now, the game itself is a little short. You can probably get through it in a couple of hours. However, it's one of those games that doesn't outstay its welcome because it is so short. and it'll give you a reason to sort of go back and replay it. So if you've ever played like SNES and Mega Drive, like platformers, and you want to sort of relive that feeling, this is that game. Like, I felt like I was playing an old school game, but with like modern twists. I love the ability to flick into the shark. I thought that was absolutely fantastic. And I loved the shark movement. Really, really, really well done. Now, check it out. Like I say, it's available right now. Cannot believe this is like a small indie like studio at all. They've absolutely smashed it. They've done an absolutely fantastic job. It's available on Steam. I did say there's a demo, so check it out. But it's also priced at £8.50. So if you want an absolutely fantastic little indie game where you can do all sorts of cool things across a variety of different levels, and it's got loads and loads of like Donkey Kong Country vibes to it, which is perfect, then you really need to check this game out. Fantastic little game from a great dev, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in the future. But that's it for this video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you very soon for more gaming content. Bye for now.